Right, lads, a celebration is in order. A celebration is in order. We had our first profitable week. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. And in 7 weeks, we actually managed to crack our first profitable week. So let's actually get right into the charts and I'll show you exactly what we did for this week. We decided to trade New York on Thursday because, as you can see, we have the high impact news here. And then we had two high impact news drivers ahead of it. So, typically we discussed that if there's high impact news ahead of New York might chop around before making the real move. But we knew that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, based on the news, were likely to consolidate. As you can see, nothing really significant for the US dollar throughout the week, apart from FOMC, but that's outside of London, New York, or London closed trading sessions. So this is the first real move that we've seen all week on the Thursday. So let's get into what we saw. On the 4 hour of Euro USD, what was I seeing? So we saw this come up into this monthly premium level right here. Then we got the rejection, came down, came back to retest it, made a failure swing, came down, broke below this low right here. What does this leave behind? A mitigation block, a bearish mitigation block, which we return into right here on the Thursday. As we can see, I drew my fib with the mitigation block in here. So let's go to the lower time frame and wait for our market structure shift. Right, so this trade right here was on the Thursday, and as we can see, we got our market structure shift inside here with this down candle here, right? This down candle. And as we can see, what we've learned is if we don't see the fair value gap get created on the M1, it's going to be created on another time frame, more likely the M3, right? So we go to the M3. You can see we got the fair value gap on the M3 right here. So we saw the market structure shift here in this candle, and then we got our fair value gap right in there, as you can see, right in here. So we took at the closure of the fair value gap, placing our stop above the high of this candle right here, right? Wonderful. So price taps us in here, and then we start making our move to the downside, right? Now with this trade, I decided to target an internal bit of structure right here. Nothing too crazy for the target. Almost hit it, but didn't quite because of the chop ahead of London close high impact news. Now at 1 to 3.5, because it was still running, I opted for 1 to 3, but it's still running. So at 1 to 3.5, I closed 80%. As discussed last week, gonna be taking profits more aggressively, and then let 0.2 run. And with the 0.2, I decided not to move stop to break even. So I wanted to, allow some room for some chop here and then making the real move. But what happened was we actually ended up going up a little bit higher, up into here, coming into London close. And then we create this beautiful market structure shift here, right? And then we had this massive, absolutely massive down candle. Wow, subhanallah, look at that. So this is something that I sort of anticipated, but I was still happy nonetheless, because a win is a win. A win is a win. It's long gone are the days of me calling the market and reaping nothing from it. I'm taking profits aggressively. Yeah, this is my life now. Then we saw price on Friday. So if we look at the Friday calendar, New York and London close is looking like the move, right? So more London close, because high impact news ahead of the medium impact news in New York trumps it, in my opinion. So there's that. And London was on the table in terms of news, but it got taken off the table due to a trending Asia. Now, price traded away from this mitigation block in here, right, the previous day, and then came back into it through London, and then now in New York, we're now back into it. We're looking for our market structure shift again around London close, and then we're looking for a move lower. Now, if we go into the M1 to see what happened, we can begin to dissect this. As we can see, London close was shockingly choppy. I mean, what is this? I couldn't locate the fair value gap. Like, it was just a mess. Like, look at this, right? So, this is the market structure shift, right? Breaking below this low. And then it was weird because then it broke below this low, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is the market structure shift for sure. And then like I'm waiting for price to return into it. So I'm on the chart up until like let's say this point where it doesn't tap it. And this, I would like to say that this is very, very good discipline for me actually. Because I could have been like, you know what, it's inside the fair value gap, it's not the closure. I could have just taken it. But now I was like, no, no. So, you know, I come off the chart, I say, look, listen, this doesn't look like something that we've like if the price action doesn't look clean, like how we're used to it, I'd rather just go away from the chart and say, you know what, up for the week, it's whatever, you know, it's probably not going to give us an entry, let's go, right? And I went to the gym and I left the template up and basically ended up sniping me in. Well, it would have sniped me in. I didn't have a limit order, but basically it would have sniped me in, and then we would have made this move to the downside, and I would have copped at least a 1 to 3, to be honest, right, off of this. But I was going to cut the risk in half because of the fact that I was unsure. But then being unsure, I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go to the gym. And that's how I didn't take this setup, despite the fact that it was a setup. But, you know, London close, choppy, plus Friday, choppy, you know. And as we can see here, this is just horrendous price action. So, you know, not upset about that at all. I'm actually quite satisfied with my judgment call here, electing not to take this short position or even wait around for this short position due to the nature of the price action that we were seeing and how unfamiliar it was. We friends though. Set off my whole body. Whole body. Hey, I can't lie. If trade doesn't work out, you know what I'll do? I'll just do a series day one of me DMing Tyler until she puts me on a feature in one of her songs. Yeah, can't lie. That'd be cold. That'd be cold. But look, yeah. Overall, first profitable week. I think we can only go upwards and onwards from here, with our aggressive profit taking. At least to start off to get some consistency, and yeah, I'm excited to see what else this funded documentary yields. And this is going to be the total, let's say, process, and you guys are going to see the total time. And like the mission statement for this channel does say, you guys will see me become a 7-figure funded trader. And if that's something that you guys want to see, please drop a like, subscribe, and a comment if you want. And until next time, ready. We friends though.